I've said so many times that this channel is all about trying something new. Well, this is as new as it gets. This is my first ever Procreate painting, first ever time-lapse of trying to turn this particular photo I took in my herb garden into a digital artwork. Hello and welcome to literally nowhere from artfully nobody. Or should I say nobody you know yet? On this channel we plan to talk about many things, try many things, probably fail at many things, but the main one of those things is going to be me trying to get a small business off the ground. And I have a feeling you will get to know me a little if you stick around. But don't worry, I will not be sitting here talking to the camera a lot. That's not exactly in my comfort zone, and I don't think that adds too much to the creative culture that I want to foster on this channel. So this is where I think overthinking is justified, and I need to put a little bit of a disclaimer right here that I actually love talking head videos. The creators I follow just happen to like this genre, this type of video, and I really don't mind. I think they offer a lot of value. I, however, probably wouldn't because I'm not quite there and I'm not quite ready. So you mostly will see me doing things, as in right now, and sharing with you things I learned and things that take me closer to my goal, usually over the footage of trying some new form of art or a new product or something like that. The channel name actually came from how much I am literally nobody in the area of business, entrepreneurship, online marketing, literally everything I need to know to make this happen. So the goal is to walk you through my efforts, my research, my little humble steps towards getting the business going, and you figure it out. I have zero clue what I'm doing. So if you're looking for channels that will give you some excellent advice on getting started, that is not one of them. But I will be doing my research and I will be watching this kind of channels, and I will be sharing with you things that I found helpful or unhelpful, things that really help you, and things that claim to have the solutions but really maybe don't provide them. So expect a lot of links and description once in a while, and then you will get to watch me try and implement it all. And instead of expert advice, here you get first row seat into the efforts of a newbie. And you will be the judge whether there's value in that. Do you think there is, if this sort of support group for small business, quote unquote, or reality show about struggling creatives is your thing? You should probably subscribe. Plus expect spicy takes on some Skillshare classes, self-help books and such. I read a lot, I think a lot about it. There is an area, however, in which I am an expert in my long life. And that is trying something new, turning a new leaf, starting over in ways big and small. As a parent, I have learned to live in season. Some seasons provide more time for creativity and adventure, some less. Some allow us to foster a career, some not. Some require sacrifice. Some seasons are extremely nurturing. And this is true about the life of every parent or every person in general. And just like every other person on this planet, I can say that some seasons can be hard. However, I learned along the way that the worst thing to do is to enter a holding pattern. When this season is over, I will ... fill in the blank. First of all, I personally cannot say when and even if a certain season will be over. And I also strongly believe that by postponing something until this vague things change, time comes, We are robbing today of fulfillment and joy. Yes, there may very well come time when it's easier to do that thing that you really want to do. But the thought about doing it came to you today. And that thought and excitement that come along with trying something new could be captured and kindled into a flame of joy, however tiny. That flame can sustain you in a difficult season, even if you don't fulfill your every dream to its utmost extent. For example, alongside this business adventure, I want to tell my mental wellness story in writing, as in actually writing a children's book. And if you right now think, who do you think you are? Then I'm right there with you. I think the same. And that thought, and a multitude of others like that, is what has stopped me from trying anything so far. I would venture to say the same line of thinking has prevented many of us from trying something new and daring. Or not even really daring. Something seems big and bold when it's new, it seems unapproachable. So watch me try and approach. This is actually one of the reasons that drove me to hitch my wagon to this particular business idea first. Stay tuned for a video that will describe more specifically what it is that I really want to do in business. But it is essentially selling my mother's art. And my mom is amazing. She has reinvented her life and career so many times. I'm a humble apprentice in comparison, all the while surviving a total collapse of government and state in her country. For me, it's much easier, has always been much easier to get behind an idea or a product that I sincerely believe is amazing than to muster confidence in anything on my own. I do not sincerely believe that anything of mine is all that impressive or worth that much effort. So it is going to be a joint venture, her doing the art, me doing everything else. Once things hopefully get off the ground, I do hope to add my own creative product to, the range of things that we offer. So like right now, you will probably see me trying, produce those creative things and not just advertise my mom's already very established art skill. And in doing so, I will try some supplies and other creative tools. We will review classes for that also, to kind of get your creative juices flowing and get your talent some leg up into higher level of skill. And I will also share how I get the time that is needed for fitting everything into already pretty busy life. So there will be some planning videos. I do paper planning and maybe product reviews or tool reviews related to that, as budget permits, including time budget too. And we will, as we should, talk about balance, about loving our families well, about living in season and not in denial, about neurodiversity and mental health and wellness as a package. Expect reports from different stages of our business journey, and maybe we will see where this journey takes us. Perhaps not to the shelves of Barnes and Nobles or even to the top of Etsy sellers list or an art gallery, but it will surely be fun. And maybe one of you, my viewers, will get inspired and actually make it much further than me on this path. And I would be thrilled to learn about it, because that is precisely the reason I'm starting this channel. So you and I could encourage each other along the way, and maybe, in the end, I will go to Barnes and Nobles to get your book. So please let me know in comments, what are you thinking about trying? What new adventure have you considered? As well as obstacles that have been keeping you from taking the first step. Please like and subscribe if you are so inclined, and be kind to yourself and others, including me. Have a great day. If you made it this far, let me point out a little bit of an Easter egg in this video. In the beginning, you probably saw me sketch a gnome that was supposed to sit on top of the roof there. And if you didn't notice, I'll probably put a huge title there. And now we are coming in with this tiny little ladybug. And the reason is I actually kind of really liked how the roof worked out. I liked the texture that I was able to show there, pretty closely matching, or I so think, as close as I could, matching the actual texture of the roof in the picture. So I didn't want to cover it up with a larger gnome figure, and that's why I went for a tiny little ladybug. I don't think it subtracts from idea at all. Thank you.